Peace and love, family. It's your girl, Sixthegoddis. And keep in mind, I'm a goddess and I'm sensitive about my shift. I wanted to make this video today because I thought this was funny. So, I've done a previous video on the Tia Mowry and Cory Hardrick divorce. And as someone who has counseled relationships and marriages for a long time, I spoke about how a lot of people get married young without any real guidance. And by the time they really hit their stride and know who they are, they ready to divorce, even if they have children, even if there's a family involved. My opinion is marriage is serious. The difference between marriage and just simply a long-term relationship with boyfriend and girlfriend is saying the longevity of it. Okay. It's saying that no matter what happens, for better or worse, richer or poorer, we're going to stay together. It means we're putting this in blood. To me, if you are not going to live by that, you don't need to get married. We have to stop making people feel as though they have to get married, even if they don't want to live up to the terms and conditions. So we have Tia that sat here and met this man at the bus stop. Her type is actually very common. Women like her tend to be very controlling, overly outspoken in their relationships. They tend to go for men that they meet at bus stops because then the man depends on them. Women like her tend to not want leadership qualities in men. They tend to not want the man to make more money. They tend to not want to be stay-at-home mothers, again, because there's always that element for the needed control. So I'm like, she with the man 20-some years. Ain't nothing wrong with that damn man. Okay, we ain't never heard no scandals, nothing weird. Now you want to sit here and rip 2 children out the home, which your son is, 12 years old, very impressionable age, okay? And then Tory goes on, I'm not Tory, I just did a Tory Lanez video, I'm talking about Tory T, all these T names. So then Tia proceeds to go on an entire campaign promoting her happiness in her divorce. She's been all over TikTok and Instagram celebrating it and talking about how it's a graduation and this, that, and the third. So plot twist, okay, here comes Cory coming forward challenging the irreconcilable differences. Now, some people might see this and they might be like, oh, how could he do that? He's a man, this, that, and the third. I disagree. I think that if women want to be able to get married, be with a man 20-some years, you was okay. She was throwing subliminal hints that she was the breadwinner and he wasn't. A lot of women marry a man hoping that he'll become a whole different man once they marry him. Honey, you met that man at the bus stop. You can't come 20 years later and be like, oh, you don't make enough money for me. At the end of the day, that man making money, he works. Okay. So it seemed like maybe she changed her mind. And if she did, why should he have to suffer for her changing her mind? I don't understand that. Let's go ahead and flip this around. So let's say that it was a man with a woman for 20 years, 2 kids, and then he was to wake up and say, you know what? I'm not happy. I'm not happy. And I'm ready to graduate from this marriage. Okay. Y'all would be rooting for her like, yeah, girl, get half of everything. Clean them out. He would be the bad guy. Everyone would be ready to hold him accountable. He would be the big bad wolf. So my thing is, why should it be different the other way around? I've been said, I'm like, Tia, if he beating on you or had a baby on you or something weird, then say that. But it seemed like she never came forward with a real reason as to what is going on with the divorce. Now, Cory is willing to go before the court. Okay. This is serious. Now he's willing to go before the court to say, you know what? I am going to, challenge what she has going on. And I think it's very interesting. Okay. I think it's very, very interesting. So I'm going to share my screen real quick while I'm trying to share my screen, but I don't know if it wants me to. What is this? Hold on. So basically what Cory is that he feels that basically what he's saying is that he feels that since when they signed the prenup, again, he was on the bus stop. So I highly, highly doubt, that he had his own representation. I highly, highly doubt that he was really aware of what he was signing up for. So now he's coming forward and he is attempting to challenge the prenup. Again, I mean, he's sticking to his vows. He still wants to be there. That's you talking about you not happy. and you want to divorce your whole family and break your family apart, talking about you not happy, as though divorcing him, you're going to suddenly be happy. So imagine if a man did that and divorced a woman, and then after he divorced her, started sending shots to her on Instagram, started liking shady posts, getting people in their business. It would be a whole mess. I'll tell you what is not a mess, though, is my health. So those of you who don't know, I have been juicing and I absolutely love it. Juicing has been great for me because I'm that person. I don't like to just sit and eat a bowl full of raw fruits and vegetables. It'd be cold, it'd be sour, bitter. I like hot food, but I know I still need these nutrients. So Alpha Juices does all the hard work for me, and they deliver my juices to my front door, cold, fresh, ready to go. We are going into the new year. You already know that January 1st is when everyone is setting their fitness goals and wanting to get in shape. Get your juices now. Start detoxing. Start getting that mess out your body. I love using my juices as a pre-workout before the gym to put something light in my body that gives me some energy. And we're even going to save you a few dollars and use my code SIXGOD to get you $5 off. And I'm drinking my favorite flavor, which is Virgo, of course, honey darling. So let's take a look.
Dry on any paperwork. However, it has been reported that Cory is now asking the judge to check that the said prenup agreement is valid, which basically means if the judge says it's not, they would have to tear it up, and Tia would subsequently be required to pay spousal support to her ex. Both parties have understandably requested 50-50 physical and legal custody of their two children.
Good. What's wrong with that? You the one that broke the vows, okay? You can't name one real reason of why you're divorcing me, okay? Cory is willing to be transparent enough to challenge the irreconcilable differences in court. He's telling them our differences are not irreconcilable. He's telling them this is just a woman that wants to get out this relationship so she can go be for the streets. Why should she not have to pay if she wants to do that? Especially if she decided to be the breadwinner in the relationship.
Children, Cree 11 and Cairo 4. This is one area they are on the same page. Divorce filing documents revealed the following statement. Pursuant to the parties' premarital agreement, all assets and obligations of each party are his separate property, which indicates Tia wants to ensure that her DV residuals are not allocated to her soon-to-be ex-husband as well. The reason for the divorce has been cited as the common, irreconcilable differences. When it was made known that Tia hired a top celebrity divorce lawyer, Laura Wasser, many hoped that the separation would not turn ugly. However, now Cree's legal team has responded, stating that Cory fully disputes irreconcilable differences played a part in the divorce and he wants to go to trial to determine why he is seeking a divorce. Man, this is getting confusing. And it doesn't stop there. Cree's lawyer said his client wants the court to determine the validity of the prenuptial agreement dated April 14, 2008, and or that any provisions are unconscionable. Impact Media TV, we got love for both these two and hoping they can come to an amicable agreement and avoid.
That video was courtesy of a channel called Impact Media TV. Thank you so much. We're going to go ahead and use your footage there. Yeah, I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Okay. I'm tired of people getting married and then they don't take their vows seriously. It's a major problem. Okay. Because we're kind of upside down in a society right now when it comes to marriage. Okay. All the married people made marriage look terrible. Now all the unmarried people don't want to do it. And the reality is that marriage is a very beautiful thing if it's between two people that take it seriously. All right. I don't see anything wrong with this. I don't think this is a situation where it's like, oh, he shouldn't do that. He's the man. I mean, by Tia being the breadwinner throughout most of the marriage, we don't know what things could have went on. Maybe there was things that he couldn't do because he had to stay with the kids, because she had to work, or because she had to do something. We don't know if she was the one that was being financially abusive to him. We don't know. We're not going to sit here and act like he's some broke dude. A woman would not let a man just wake up and decide, I'm not happy, I want to leave. And then you step outside the sacred bounds of the marriage, as opposed to just coming forward, as a couple in front of the community and saying what the real problem was. You give these extreme microaggressions all over social media, trying to throw your husband under the bus. Pick a side. Is it irreconcilable differences or is it not? You can't be, when he's around, be talking about irreconcilable differences. Then the minute he walks away, you get your ass on Instagram liking shady posts and throwing slick shots. Make up your mind. You know what I'm saying? Which one is it? So now we're saying that he's wrong for this woman breaking apart their entire family over a whim. And because she has delusional women in her ear talking about life is short, and because she's going through a midlife crisis. And once again, we are supposed to say that a Black woman is supposed to dodge the accountability at the expense of the Black man. No. She want to be a big girl and she want to go through a midlife crisis and break her family apart. She need to pay the price for it. I'm here for it. Matter of fact, I think more men need to start doing this. Honey, girl, you better go reconcile. Turn that irreconcilable to reconcilable. Go get back with your husband, honey. I'm here for it, Cory. I think more men need to do that as opposed to just laying down and taking it. Tell me y'all thoughts in the comments. What y'all think? Is he right? Is he wrong? She right? He wrong? She wrong? What are y'all thoughts? Me, I'm here for it. Subscribe to the channel, like the video, and I'll see y'all on the next one.